Hey.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, man.
Dan is dead.
Hey.
Oh, the Dan is dead.
It's another week of this shit. Another week of pain and torture.
Should I host just because there's some depressed people in this?
Psych! Yo! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Log Pod. Week 13.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Why do you
Do what?
do that? Do you have like a foot pedal for your light or something?
What do you mean?
That's a yes.
It's just been a really tough couple of days. And especially for you, I know that it's been a tough couple of days. So I just really wanted to get it out in a way that was healthy
You
for
lost
not
all
just
of our
myself.
viewers. All over 4
But
viewers.
anyways, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about week
Unfair
12. How was
feelings.
everyone's week 12? How was everyone's week 12?
Can't complain. Great week. Good food.
What
Good
food
watching.
did you have?
So much Chipotle. It's getting to a problem.
It's so bad for you.
No, it's fresh from the table.
The way Nick gets his Chipotle is crazy. I've gone with him a couple times.
Chipotle is not a friend of the pod. By the
Nick
way,
goes to
proficient.
Chipotle and gets a bowl, but then he gets a tortilla on the side, and he scoops all of his bowl into the tortilla,
Half
makes a
the bowl.
burrito, or sorry, half of it, makes a burrito, and says, "I'll save the other half for later." And then I look over at him 30 minutes later, and he's eating the rest of the bowl.
all right.
Yeah, that is later.
And that's why he's number one. Let's
Try
go
to-
ahead and jump right into these week 12 results, as I'm sure we're all very excited.
I hate fantasy football.
Let's go ahead and jump straight into this first one.
It's a rough one. Aaron,
Leo, I can't believe you let me down like that, man.
It was a tough day, fellas. It was a really tough day.
Man, shut the fuck up, dude. You're in 4th place.
Derrick Henry fumbled at the 1 yard line.
That was crazy.
That was
you would have
tough.
won off that though.
You
So,
lost by 9.
Mike Evans had 11 targets and 2 catches.
All right, I'm gonna mute you if you keep doing this.
That was
bit.
tough.
I don't like it.
Oh, I don't know if you guys heard. Travis Etienne Jr. hurt his foot. He was
should be
clear
okay,
to
though.
come back, but Doug Peterson said no, thank you. But it was a good week. A lot of points on the bench overall. Really should have been a week that I could have solidified my playoff spot, but unfortunately, this is kind of the epitome of fantasy right here.
I just don't understand how you don't start Treylon Burks in your lineup.
Over who, Nick?
Nick,
Tell me
you,
no, everyone, shut up.
He's
Nick,
playing.
tell me who to start him over.
Leave him alone.
Nobody say anything until Nick tells me who to start him over.
It was a joke, but now I'm kind of afraid.
All right, next up,
dumbass.
we got Taylor Gang versus Josh Rosen.
High score Tom.
Tommy scores a lot of points. I mean,
Big time titties. He needed this win.
Thomas had the number 1 QB and the number 1 running back this week, and it wasn't Jonathan Taylor. So
yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs is a freak bitch.
He's an animal.
he is. Thomas also got a nice 0 from his flex and still managed to be the highest scoring team.
Yeah, but we got to keep. Like, it's like the Joe Mixon week where it's like it's fantastic week by him, and 148 is awesome, but like 45.3 is anomaly.
So dumb.
That's crazy.
So dumb. I guess if you average it out with the goose egg, then it's like, 27.5 points each, which is still ridiculous.
Which is still insane. Yeah, if you just
Now
got
that I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's not 27.5. It's 22.5. It's not even that.
Whatever.
It's not even that much.
And then Rosen really was on a hot streak that has now come to a screeching halt.
Yeah, he had like 5 wins in a row,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5 wins in a row. Tried to sneak his way into the playoffs, and now is out.
He's not out. He's still got a chance. Outside looking in.
definitely
Yeah, he's
has a
still in
chance,
there.
Yeah, he's outside looking in at the moment.
Yeah.
His team's still very good, so I'm sure he'll have a bounce back week. We'll see if the Odell Beckham Jr. pick
That dude got kicked off a plane.
ever comes to fruition.
This is a
Yeah, that was a
misunderstanding.
little odd, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really read into it, but it seemed like a very strange situation.
I guess he gets anxiety on planes, so he puts blankets over his head and just like falls asleep immediately.
Like a bird?
And, yeah, and they were trying to wake him up because I thought he was drunk. He just wouldn't wake up.
Did he take a Xanny? I mean,
Probably.
you can take a Xanny before a flight. That's fine.
Hmm.
All right, well,
Who knows,
Monday.
man? But hopefully he comes to the Cardinals.
He's going to the Cowboys for sure.
That would ruin you, Nick.
Or the Chiefs. Nah, he's going to be wherever he goes. He's going to not perform well. I'm calling it
you
now.
don't perform.
Yeah, that's
well.
what everyone has said about OBJ is he's really an underperformer.
That was literally only in Cleveland. Fuck the Browns.
Next up, God did not save him
It's a tough one for Trevor.
versus Mike's Hard Bong Water.
Thanks, Ryan.
Tough
Winning
one for
with
Trevor.
a
Thank you,
Big-
Ryan.
W. His second win of the year. Really trying to not eat those pancakes.
He's playing spoiler. I think he's got.
Yeah.
I think I looked earlier. He's got a schedule where he can really his last 2 games where he can really ruin some people's hopes and dreams.
Yeah, and Trevor finally gets a
That'd
day
be
out
great.
of Justin Herbert, and all for none, unfortunately.
All for none. His team's not good. I'm gonna keep
Nah.
saying it.
He outscored.
real.
He outscored Daniel. I just wanted to make fun of Dan.
Yeah, he almost doubled me up, man.
It's true.
Scored 80 points. But tough week for Trevor. I mean, like we keep saying, no one's fully out of it, but this one certainly hurts him a lot.
Yeah.
What?
He's in a bad spot now.
What did you just say, Lana?
I said nobody's
no
out
one?
of it.
We'll get to that.
Next up.
Speaking of not out of it,
Next up.
It's the number 1 team in the league.
Dan, do you have any sort of like
Swan
death
song.
sounds or yeah?
2% milk.
What's the chopstick song? No, it's not called chopsticks.
Wake up.
That's racist.
Wake up.
What's the song they play when like a soldier dies?
Oh, it's Taps.
Taps.
Dun, dun, dun. No, I was about to do the wedding song.
Here. Anyways, Dan, you want to talk about it? Are you going to say anything?
It was stressful Sunday night football.
Oh,
Came down to, I believe I was up by 10. Is that right? I was up by like 8 or so. I had Aaron Jones. He had Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had 125 yards in the first half, rushing.
Really?
Yeah,
Jalen
crazy.
Hurts
This was
had
honestly a really
had
good
a Madden
game.
day.
And Aaron Jones, like, Jordan Love came in the last 2 possessions. He had like a 30-yard pass to Aaron Jones and he back shoulder turned and just turned a quarter second too late. I turned a quarter second early, would have caught that easy, and I'd still be in the running. But I didn't.
Alas, that is fantasy football.
I can't be too mad. I mean, like my starting receivers are still out 5 weeks later, and I still put up a decent week, competing to win.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
You did all you could. Now is your time to shine.
Play some
Finally,
Oilers.
this-
Next week. Yeah.
Typically, the second that you get eliminated, you start popping off. So, I'm not expecting any different from you this year.
Time to go break some hearts.
Next up,
Sound it out.
Are we allowed to say this?
Al Shababa Ganoush Najikba
It's a good one.
versus King Drizzle.
Sam just changing his name to hear us say it on the pod.
Absolutely.
Did he not play a defense?
Now he dropped his defense.
I didn't even
he
notice.
dropped him. Yeah.
That's
You know,
hilarious. I think Drizzle is now Pancake King.
No, he's never doing it.
I mean, I was gonna say, do we think he's ever gonna come through if he's the Pancake God?
I think we can make that happen.
He has to.
You guys talk to him on video games, don't you?
Very surface level, Dan.
You can't
yeah,
tell a
I
man to go
care.
eat some pancakes?
Extremely. I'm not gonna tell him to go eat some pancakes while we're rushing down a squad of 4.
Hey, Drake, by the way,
It's not like
I
no
know
one
you're
can talk to them.
I know you're sending it straight down mid right now, but
we'll have to entrust Jimbo to make sure that the Drizzle eats the cakes.
Yeah,
Drizzle
there's still
some
time.
syrup on those cakes.
There's still
It's
time
design.
too. It could end up being the 4-8 team.
I mean,
It's very possible.
But yeah,
Oh, actually, you know what?
huge win for Shababa Ganesh Najigba because now he takes the 6th spot. Go ahead.
Dan, I think you're actually guaranteed to not eat pancakes because Ryan and Drizzle
play each
play
other.
this week.
Ryan and Drizzle do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
There you
you're
go.
guaranteed to not eat pancakes, Dan.
We should make that the
Congratulations.
matchup of the week.
I said
That's a
that earlier.
pancake
That's my
matchup.
the
joke.
pancake of the week.
Yeah, it was my joke. I said
Pancake
that
of the
earlier.
week. Pancake of the week.
Do you have a sound for that, Dan?
This matchup
Last
sucks.
up.
Oh, this one didn't happen.
Oh, this is
Last
a
up.
good one.
Go ahead, Nick.
Um,
I'll give
I
you your
think
roses
you-
after.
I think you owe me an apology first for the foul words that you said last podcast. You were drunk.
I
That's no
attempted.
excuse.
I attempted to bend you over a barrel and show you all 50 states, and in turn, you bent me over a barrel and showed me all 50. So I do
Yeah,
apologize. Your team popped off. Austin Eckler's a piece of shit for that last drive. Hurt my soul, and the Cardinals lost because of it.
yeah, that was kind of a win-loss situation for me, but I'll take the win here.
DJ Moore ruined my hopes and dreams. Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson did exactly what I thought he would do without
Did you
Zach
say it was a
Wilson.
win-loss situation?
Yeah, I won in fantasy and Eckler scoring, and I won a bet off of it, but the Cardinals
Do you know
lost.
what's absolutely disgusting? The only person on Nick's team who didn't score a touchdown this week, besides his kicker, was CeeDee Lamb.
He
Everyone else
should
scored a
have.
touchdown.
That was a touchdown for
That
CeeDee
wasn't a
Lamb.
touchdown.
The Vikings D.
Yep, Vikings D had a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah, the Colts D had an 89-yard kickoff return.
We're done with your matchup. It's no big deal.
That was fun.
Yeah,
DJ
Go
Moore
ahead, next
thrown
one.
in your face. That hurt a little bit. I didn't want to start him, but I kind of had to, and I'm glad I did. So I do apologize for that. When I say
Fuck
apologize, I
you.
mean very loosely. They're just
fuck
words.
you, eat shit, suck a
Fuck
dick.
you, eat shit, suck a dick. Dan
Josh,
Hamlin.
you nervous? Are you nervous
Oh.
about Dameon Pierce? 2 dubs in a row.
I mean, whatever. I'm numb, man. I'm numb. I genuinely don't give a shit right now.
Dude, you're
I
in
gave
seventh
up on-
place. You're one spot out.
He's done, dude.
I play Thomas this week. It's just I'm not.
In the words
I-
of the great Josh Caliendo, he's going to take himself out back, bend himself
gonna-
over,
Dude, all
show
you
himself all 50
I'm
states.
going
You
to.
need to
I'm,
win and have Leo or Flag or Sam lose
This
this.
is
I'm
great.
going to old yeller myself.
You're
When
He's going to
Thomas
commit
did
Sudoku,
me.
dude.
going to get an old man to kill you?
I'm gonna get an old man to kill me.
That'd be a good way to go out. But yeah, my team looks good. They're
Shut
getting
the
hot.
fuck up.
They're getting hot at the right time. I'll just say
Dan, we're done. Somebody go off this game.
All right.
He already
Hell of a
gets
matchup here.
so over.
Great. Great week,
Let's see.
Jeff.
Honestly, it was a pretty high-scoring week all overall.
I was the third highest scoring team, and I lost.
that. That
I
happens
was the
sometimes.
lowest scoring team,
And you
and I
lost.
lost.
Actually, no, you were the second lowest scoring.
Second lowest. Yeah, Drake scored.
Leo, you were
scored
second
less.
lowest. You're good.
Oh, let's go, dude! I should have won
He
then.
lost 2.
You should have won.
You should have played Drake. I would have been so upset if you were playing last week and you
Out of
won.
context, I lost to the third lowest scoring team in the league, which is always an upsetting statistic. But alas,
Picks.
we got 2 weeks left, 2 big weeks left for 3 of us. So
Dan, the
let's see.
playoffs are gonna. The
Let's see how
playoffs
we
are gonna
did
be
last week.
rough when it's just those two gloating and you and I are just depressed.
Shut up, Josh. Looking at last week,
Ooh,
really
rough one.
poor
Oh my
week.
god!
Really poor week.
Yeah.
I haven't sent this to these guys. Look how bad they look. Josh
What
and Nick
happened,
were
Is this
fine.
accurate? Are you sure? Did you get all these correct?
I double checked this week.
We all had
for the
Leo
first time,
winning.
'cause I was like, how bad?
I saved
Me and
myself.
Leo both went 3-3. So me and Leo hold down the fort at
Let's
500. At 36 is wins and losses. Nick's in first though, 37.
Hell yeah,
35.
baby.
That wasn't enough for us to come back.
We're
It's pretty
we're
crazy.
coming for him. We're coming
Oh,
for him.
wait,
I did.
Come on, and
Nope.
Josh is in last with 33.
I
and
was
30.
good at this for a few weeks in a row.
Yeah, you're in first for a minute. Literally, it was a minute. I counted.
Shout out Koenig. Literally, I texted him to switch his team during the pod, and he did, and it popped off. And
It sounds like
What?
you're shouting at yourself.
I should probably not try to talk through this burp. Give me a second.
Rick.
And I literally texted him specifically so that I could get an additional pick correct in this pointless picks
How
that
is this
we've done throughout
pointless?
the season.
This isn't pointless. The winner of
Pointless if you're
at
not-
the winner of it at the end of the year gets to eat pancakes with whoever gets last in the league.
I thought it was $1,000.
Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the power rankings.
Nick, get us a sponsor, and then we can talk about getting you $1,000.
I feel
I'm
like
sure we could get
gonna like
Manscaped.
this.
If Nick's doing it, we're gonna be sponsored by like
We could get G Fuel for sure.
Gerber.
It's going to be Joe Rogan is going to be sponsoring Nick's, if
It's
Nick's
gonna
in
be the
charge.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ooh wee, that looks
don't
good
know
right
what
there.
How did I
Power
move
rankings
up?
after week 12? Nick is
Scored
in first.
130 points.
Nick is in first. Tom 2. Jim 3. Josh Cannon 4. Leo 5. Drops from first to 5.
I've
only-
only,
I've
only held either first or fifth place in the power
That's like he was a fake number 1 last
That is
week.
not
That's so
right.
weird.
That is for sure right.
I have a graph. You want to look at the graph?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
take a
God,
look at the
really?
graph.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
I don't
It's
think
really
that.
skinny.
Nick knows all about
It
that.
was light blue. So see how you're not 1 or 5?
What am I? I'm
wait.
yellow?
Yeah, the last 4 weeks you've been 1 or 5. What
Nice.
do you?
Look
Cool.
at me. I'm just like going up and up and up. That's cool.
Nick,
Thanks, Dan.
shut
I don't think I
up.
finished. Sorry. Rosen 6, Flag 7, Trevor 8, Sam 9, Dan 10, which is bullshit. Koenig 11, Drake 12.
How's that bullshit, Dan? Where would you want us to put you?
At least in the top 1.
You know what? I changed my rankings. Dan's my number 1 overall team.
I mean, no, for chance of the championship, I should be tied in 12th at this point. But I think my team's better than Sam and Trevor.
Sure, I agree with that. I think your team is better than Flag's team also.
I think like right around Flag. Anyway,
Just,
Anyway, Nick, how do you feel about being number 1?
it's about time.
You
It's
know
about-
you're going to lose this week now because you're number 1, right? The week I need you to actually win.
I think I'm going to win. Trevor's team is very mid. My team is.
You've talked so
above
much shit
mid.
about his team. I
That's
feel
not
like
true.
you're setting yourself up for failure.
Maybe, and if I
Honestly,
do, no worries.
Pretty cool to. And sorry, I'm a little probably too zoomed in for this, but looking at the overtime of like Nick is pretty crazy. He's had a wild ride. Just goes down and then waiting for his moment, you know.
That's right. It's a steady climb. It's like Hitler.
Why, dude?
Really?
A steady climb like Hitler?
And it also wasn't very steady. It was pretty meteoric.
There's so many other things we could go with there. Why is Hitler the first thought? What? Why is
Those are just historical facts. I don't know.
Dan, I don't know if you're going to be able to post this. You might have to private this episode.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, those are just facts. I don't know what else.
They'll be able to
Sorry.
tell my
What is a fact, Nick? Explain to us what is the fact that you're referring to.
That's going to take a whole other podcast and stuff.
Okay, just making sure that we're on the same page here.
And this is concerning.
Next up, let's take a look at the actual rankings of the League of Gentlemen.
Fuck James.
Nick, what the hell were you thinking, man? Why did you say that?
That's fun. So it's better.
Here we go. Is it working? Here we go. First place, we got Hertz Chubb. Second place, we got Detective Alan Clamble. Third place, Taylor Gang, followed by myself, Flag, Babu Ganoush, and then that rounds out
in the middle.
the playoff picture.
Yeah.
Then we got Michael Caliendo, Josh, Trevor, still in the playoff hunt. And then we have the last three teams down there.
We should look at points 4.
Who are not in the playoff hunt anymore. Points 4. We got pretty much the top 5 teams as the top 5 scorers. Except for
Josh.
one. And Koenig is
Yeah, Josh, if you ever feel bad, just think about how Koenig feels.
which is
That should provide you perspective.
unbelievable. Points against.
Koenig is running away with it.
Koenig is really high up there. Dan's up there. Myself is up there. All the way down here, we got
Aaron.
Aaron, Tom, and James.
This is so upsetting.
playoff.
I have the 4th least points against, second most points for, and I somehow am 6-6. I hate
Yeah.
fantasy
Dressed like
football.
You just had bad matchups.
Dan, shut up.
Let's look at the home and away splits.
Josh said he was cold.
It's chilly
I am
out here.
cold.
dude.
I am
Wearing
cool.
sleeves.
I have to wear a jersey, man.
You want to
Lot
show
of
up?
moves. Lot of moves. Shout out James with 12 moves in first place.
Not much.
Shout out to all them pairs.
And shout out to all those. Look at the. Oh, can't click on that. Anyways, was there any trades? Is today? What's the trade deadline?
December
December
3rd.
9th
Second or
tomorrow night?
third.
No, I think it's tomorrow.
It's the Saturday before, I think.
Let me look.
Like the
No,
Saturday
like
before.
ESPN
games.
Standard is tomorrow.
And that's what it is. December 2nd.
December 2nd.
So Friday.
Friday.
So Friday. So fellas, yeah.
Friday at 1 a.m., so it's Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday night.
So fellas, now's your time. Dan,
Please note, the bottom 3 teams cannot trade.
Dan, I'm open for a little splitsies.
You know what I've ever traded with you?
I will veto that instantly.
I'm open
Do you wanna
for a
trade?
little splitsies.
Jamar Chase for T. Higgins straight up.
I will veto
Decent
that
trade a couple
instantly.
weeks ago.
Honestly, that would have saved you your season, bro. That would have saved you your season. All right.
It would have.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming playing that will happen in week 13.
think they're up.
Hopefully soon.
They're up.
Hopefully they're coming. The week 13 preview. Hopefully.
There it is.
Matchup preview.
Sorry, I'm clearly in my I don't give a fuck phase.
Yeah, dude, I am so sorry. Honestly,
Dan
you
looks
can
like
just
he's
not
gonna
be in
cry.
this anymore. I feel like now
All
that
right,
you've been
later, guys. How you
eliminated.
guys like?
No, stop.
Oh, he got
need
the
the
stain.
music.
He got a stain again.
Oh, shit.
That's what it is.
The goddamn Joe sauce comes back.
Dan, did the stain come out?
Now he's stuck with that
Yeah,
shitty
Stain
pizza in
came.
Denver.
Oh,
Do you think the stain cursed you?
no.
No.
He looked so sad.
What do
We'll
you
just get
think?
into
What do you think
matchups.
was your downfall, Dan?
This podcast.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
can do it. Let's get started, huh?
Yelling at how bad other teams were. Well, dude.
All right,
Oh,
let's take a look at the first matchup of the week. Dan, it's you.
Dan, it's you.
I'm gonna fucking ruin your playoff chance.
I love it.
So sorry.
Still
Shark.
15 point
thing
projection.
going on for our listeners that Leo has been going against 3 straight of my kind. Started out with Flag, who beat him, and then it's myself, who's gonna beat him, and then it's Just Rosen, who's gonna beat him, and together we are going to make him 7-7 and miss the playoffs. It is written in the storybook. It is gonna happen.
In the
That's all that I'm
Well, this-
depending my life on is just ruining you. And then I play Sam, I think, the last week, which is not going to be exciting.
Will this
you could end his playoff hopes.
be
Yeah,
a
but
Jewish
I don't-
holiday
I
if it
don't think
happens?
I think he's on the out already. You know?
Yeah, I have to go through the Jewish gauntlet to try to make the playoffs, and as everybody knows, you know what? Let's not do it.
It's everyone-
After the way Nick has already started this
I think
podcast,
that was the plot of the Gladiator movie. But none of
As
this.
everyone knows, Leo is anti-Semite.
I am not. I am not.
If you
Put it on record. I am not an anti-Semite.
Leo, if you beat any of us, you're an anti-Semite.
No. I
no,
will.
he rushed Sammy.
I did.
And then he dropped because
Shout out Randy.
We
Shout
don't
out.
talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Shout out Zolkin. Anyways, we got Omega Sharkus against. Oh fuck, Omega Shark. Oh fuck, it's really fucked up. Oh, Omega Sharkus against Dan. I'm gonna pick myself.
I'm gonna pick myself. I'm gonna put you over a barrel.
$10.
Call you daddy. Call you daddy.
You're gonna call me daddy?
Call you daddy.
That's
Instead
weird.
You like I'm your daddy.
He's gonna turn you out, Leo.
$10.
I'm gonna hang you up to dry like you're a deer carcass, and then I'm gonna.
This is the most aggressive thing I've ever heard somebody say, but Dan riled me up. I'm taking Dan to get
$10.
the W.
I'm picking Leo. I think Mike Williams plays one play and he gets hurt again.
Yeah, I'll do 10.
Tenor on the line, boys.
Take
Is
it.
this your
Take
final
it.
lineup?
Take it.
He's gonna play Deion Jackson.
Because I don't know if this is my final lineup. Because I don't know if Tetienne is playing.
I'm not telling you.
He should be playing.
Hey, fine. Next up, got another matchup. Michael
Sounds
Caliendo
right.
against Taylor Gang.
Wait, who did Leo take? Who did Nick take?
I took Leo.
Duh, he's smart.
I wouldn't call him. This is the first time Josh hasn't been projected to win in a while.
Thomas is gonna turn me out like the trick I am.
What? Next up, we got Michael Caliendo against Taylor Gang. I didn't realize Josh Jacob took the number one spot with that.
Yeah, big
Performance.
time.
Fuck.
Josh Jacobs also
Fun.
hurt his calf on that run and is not gonna practice this week.
Yeah, he probably will
I know
play
this is
still.
probably one of those years. It's not very common. Like the top running backs are so tight. I think like the top 5 are all like around the same point total. It's pretty crazy. That like doesn't happen that often. Usually it's like there's 1, maybe 2, and they're like way ahead. You know, pretty cool.
This is a good
I'm
matchup.
taking. Fuck, somebody else go first.
I'm taking
Tom.
I'm taking Tom as well.
Tom's going to put me out of my misery this week, and then I'm going to be on Dan's side of the whole thing next week, just even more depressed than I am right now.
You're so annoying. You can literally lose this week and still get in.
That's not true.
Yeah, it
That
is.
is true.
I need so many things to go my way if that happens.
There's going to be 1-7-17 coming in.
Can we do
you
playoff
have the most
predictions
points
after this?
Can
How
we do
so?
what?
Playoff, just predict the.
Like, who do you think's gonna? Isn't that just your parenting?
No, like, we can look at the playoff bracket and do a little. Bracket
How
through
badly
it.
do you want us to stroke you off, Nick?
No, I just want to see what it looks like. Jeez.
You can
All right.
still look at it on your computer.
I'm picking Thomas. No, I'm picking Josh.
Oh no.
Picking Josh. I think Travis Kelce drops 30.
I need a Travis Kelce 30 burger.
And that's
Can you
it.
throw the bench? Well,
Thomas's team not deep. We've known this.
Yeah, not deep at all.
I'm starting Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm going Josh Caliendo, baby.
Let's
I
go.
find it here.
I believe in you. Like, you growing up in 8 Mile Detroit, like, you have the guts of what you need.
Listen, Josh, if you had one chance.
What opportunity?
Mom spaghetti, Josh. Mom spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
No, that was what was on your shirt last week, Dan.
No, that was
Oh,
something else.
no.
Joe left his sauce all over it.
Oh,
Sauced you
first
up.
of all, the fact that we haven't brought this up, shout out U.S. men's national team advancing to the round of 16.
Let's
Go.
go.
Who's the Soccer.
Netherlands on Saturday.
Christian Pulisic is a god without nads, without gonads.
I heard we match up well with the
He
Netherlands
left
too.
his
Should be a good
pelvis on
match.
the field.
Wesley Schneider is so good.
He's like 50.
I don't think it's going to be a very close matchup on Saturday, unfortunately, but I'm not
How
going
much
to say
should we
which
lose
way.
by? How much should we lose by?
Well,
2-0.
it's the World
Don't
Cup,
talk.
so it'll be 1 or 2 goals for sure.
Wait, what's 2 in Dutch?
Deutsch?
Deutsch.
Ask me
Just
what-
2? It's just
Ask me
Dutch.
what 3 is.
What's 3?
Deutsch.
Deutsch. Next up,
Is all Dutch?
we got a hell of a matchup.
I picked Caliendo, by the way. I said that right. Cool.
Yes, you did. Detective Alan Gamble versus Mike's Hardbong Water.
Nick, I need you to win, man.
Yeah, I'm going to. This one might be a scrap them out kind of game, just because I'm a little depleted with buys. This my lineup probably going to change as well, but I'm going to win this matchup. Win
Whatever
next
your
matchup.
bench.
I dropped Colt McCoy, some kickers. Allen Robinson's out for the year. Got some freed up space.
I like it. I'm picking Trevor.
I'm taking Nick.
I'm picking Trevor.
Who are you taking,
You know
Dan?
why, Nick? Because you're going down.
Oh, shit.
I really want to pick Trevor because it's like I love the idea of ruining Nick's life and just having an even like top 6 teams. But
I don't think anything happens
Nick's
if I
gonna
lose.
win,
Like
so.
I think there's still a chance I get 100% playoff chance if I lose, just as long as somebody else loses as well. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
then
worried
I
if
jump
win or
over
lose.
you.
Could care less.
are you?
You
oh,
would
you're-
care, Nick. You would care.
Yeah, deep down.
You know how upset you were that I was ranked number 1 last week?
I just got
It
confused with math.
will break Nick if you win. If you win and he loses and you move past him in points 4, that will break him as a person.
You'd have to outscore him by 70 though.
I mean, he
Happened
outscored
before.
me by 70 this week.
Yeah, but your team.
Oh, we'll see about that. Big man on campus.
Big Dan on campus.
I'm gonna hang you up like you're my clothes, and I'm gonna.
You
put you in
can't
my
say
closet.
that.
Dan, we taking me or Trevor?
Oh, shit.
I said to you,
Oh, nice.
I want to pick Trevor, but Nick's gonna win, so I'm gonna pick Nick.
Who did you pick, Josh?
I picked. Wait,
You said you
I
were going
picked
to do
You said
it.
Nick.
I took Nick.
All right.
Wait.
Just making sure he stuttered a little bit there.
I almost
Trevor
changed it.
has to win to get in, right?
Yes.
So we decided.
Trevor needs to win his next
He's
2
gotta win. Yeah. Yes.
He has to
because
win
he's
out.
so deep.
He has
He's
to
so
win
deep
out.
in.
Right. 'Cause he is
Is
so
he so
little
deep in points
forward.
4?
Yeah.
which is the tiebreaker. He's really got to. If he doesn't win out, he's got to hope a lot of things go his direction and that he scores a lot in these next 2 games.
And then Josh has to only win one, really. One out of the last 2.
Yeah, I have to win one of my last 2, and I need to score high in.
I think you would have so much more points for them. We can look at the standings after this again if we want, but
Next up, Tucker Nuremberger against Hertz Chubb. Rosen needs to win to get in. How is James projected so little?
Because James's team isn't very good anymore. He's got Samaje P.
He has Samaje P. Ryan, yeah.
And it'll switch by like 15, probably 13.
Yeah, and he's got Tyler Boyd instead of Cortland Sutton, which he'll probably switch or put in Van Jefferson.
I don't even know if that's worth it.
I'm thinking Rosen, just because I need James to lose.
I got Rosen, but that's more because I think James's team is on the decline, and I don't know if Joe Mixon's going to play. He's still in concussion protocol, Zach Taylor said.
You kind of need Rosen to lose, though, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I need him to lose, but I'm not going to just project that. Like, I do think he has the better team this week, and I think he gets a W. And again, I don't think James's team is exactly what it was at the beginning of the year. So
I think because Flegg and Sam have such little points for, they have less than little. Trevor. Like everyone's still, I think Trevor's still in it. You could all go end at 7-7, however that happens, if that's possible. And Sam and Flegg would be at the bottom, you'd think, because they're like 150 behind.
One of them is going to sneak in just based off
one
this
of them.
matchup.
One of them guarantees to get to 8 wins though, because they played this week.
Oh, they play each other.
Yeah. So one of them guarantee.
Yeah.
One of them is pretty much locking up a playoff.
One of them could host a playoff game.
Winner gets
That's gross.
Host.
That's like the Commanders hosting a playoff game or something.
They physically cannot.
Well, depending on, depending on what happens with, like, say Rosen wins out and he gets to 8-6, and I win out and I get to 8-6. Whoever wins that matchup between those two could potentially still get knocked out because of how few points for they have.
There could also be 4 8-6 teams.
Yeah.
And one of them doesn't get in.
It's
gonna be a while.
This week is big. This week is really, really, really big. I think we'll get a pretty clear picture after this week of what exactly
I didn't even do this one,
are.
did I?
We don't have to.
No,
you did. I did. I picked Rosen. Josh picked
Rosen
Rosen as well.
I'm going to pick Rosen as well. I believe in that schmuck.
Hey, you can't say that.
I'm going to pick Jim Bone because Nick Chubb could get 700 yards against the Houston Rockets.
Nah.
They might have a better chance if it's the Houston Rockets.
Sean Watson's back too.
And Deshaun Watson's back. He's going to
national sexual harassment starting at quarterback.
He is going to run rampant.
Speaking of that, did you see Tony Busby has a suite for that game and he invited 10 of the victims to be in the suite with him?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Shout out Tony Busby, friend of the pod. He's a good guy,
Just feels like a weird situation.
Tony Busby's a good guy.
Right? I picked Rosen.
Cool.
I picked Jim Bone because, look at this shit, dude.
Yeah, you.
Oh, oops. Forget it. Oh, really fucked up.
We got the pancake. We got the pancake of the week up next.
Next up,
pancake of the week, baby.
Oh yeah.
We got the pancake of the
week.
Look
at their week 2 matchup. That is so sad.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Little did we know that was the start of Koenig's demise.
That was the start of Koenig's.
With the 5th most points for, sitting at 2-10.
Poor guy.
These guys should just agree to play one player only.
They should go kicker battle.
See how it goes.
Their teams are not that bad.
No, they're not.
No, they've got solid teams.
I would think Koenig's team is better than like Trevor, Sam, and Flegg.
Yeah.
Based on points for, it is better.
Yeah.
He's just had more
the worst weeks.
Bad luck than I have.
Crazy.
Poor Koenig. Oh, I feel for the guy.
Stuff. I'm taking. Who do I want to see eat pancakes more?
I will say I want Drake to win this one because I know Ryan will eat the pancakes for sure.
I'm going.
So I
Candy.
got Drake.
Going
I think
Candy.
Drake would eat the pancakes too, but I think he just wouldn't tell us.
He would just be like,
You just
we
do it
find
for
out at
fun.
the draft next year. We're gonna find out at the draft next year.
Oh yeah, I did that.
He's gonna have like pictures of it. He
Yeah.
recorded the entire 24 hours.
Speaking of, follow us on Patreon. Thanks, Drake, for being our Patreon.
He's such a good
yeah.
Patreon manager.
A lot of dong on there. We don't know where he's getting these dong pictures, but he's
Yeah, we do. His name's Eminem Josh Caliendo.
I just can't believe you guys keep sending me pictures of your dog and wondering how they're getting on the Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm picking Ryan.
Yep, me too.
You picked Drake, Josh,
I did pick Drake.
and Josh. Drake and
And-
Josh.
I did pick Rosen, yeah. So I picked Drake and Josh this week.
I'm picking Drake. Fucking dude. Nick, who'd you
Fucking
pick?
dude.
Rosen. Oh, Candy. Sorry,
Did you say fucking dude?
Wait, who?
Candy.
I fucked the dude.
I'll do the way.
All right. Last
Crazy way
up,
to come out.
we have a real good matchup here.
Oh. Do we have a sound for this? Do we
Yes,
have a sound bite?
he'll get there. He's got to get in time.
What do you mean he'll get there? Yeah, no.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup
There it
of the
is.
matchup
Matchup
of
of the
the
week.
matchup
Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
Shout out to Sam Waxman for doing the voice on that.
I'll shababa gadoosh the jigba.
Speaking of sexual
Sorry.
harassment, man,
That is a
he's
bold
starting.
claim to just.
He's starting Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
You gotta
What?
can't just drop that.
Yeah,
drop
we
that in
thought
like
you were
that.
saying something totally different, my guy.
This has the most playoff implications. Look at that week 1 or week 2 rather.
Yeah,
I
the
think it's
fact that
kind
we
of.
both these guys are 7-5 is so fucking frustrating.
I hate them.
I find it kind of funny that Deshaun Watson's only rostered in 43% of ESPN leagues. That's
I'm picking him up and starting.
57% of people actually give a shit.
yeah.
Not flag.
How do you think he would have gotten where he is right now if he gave a shit?
I'm going Sam just because I don't think Deshaun has a good game just because he hasn't played football in a while. So I'd be surprised if he came out and actually had like a great day.
It's also the Texans, so they just need him to really nail those handoffs.
Texas are so bad though; it's crazy.
I legitimately think Georgia could beat the Texans.
Yeah. Did you hear what Brandon Cook said?
100%.
No college teams.
Someone asked
I don't
Brandon
know,
Cooks, at what point did you know that you guys were outmatched? He said, as soon as we stepped on the field, everybody knew that we were going to lose.
Ouch.
I love that.
This might be the worst ever football team of all time. This Texans.
Those Colts
No.
teams with Curtis Painter are pretty bad, too.
That 0-16 Dolphins team.
0-16, not Dolphins.
Lions.
Lions.
Colts did, too, right?
And the
They
Browns.
also-
No, the Colts never went undefeated or defeated. You piece
Yeah,
of
the year before Andrew Luck.
shit. No, they won
Both
one.
of these, they won one. Both of these guys may need to go pick up running backs because I've heard that Najee might not play, and I've heard that Michael Carter might not play.
Dude, the rosters are so bad. Like, Fleck is Foreman and Hopkins on bye, but like, how are these guys 7-5?
That's the beauty of fantasy football.
That is the
baby.
beauty of
Yeah, it's
fantasy.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a beauty, man.
There's not much to say here.
Beauty's in the eye
Which
of the
team-
beholder. You bitch.
Which team benefits me more if they
You
win?
bitch.
I think Sam has less points for us, so I'm taking Sam to win.
I think a tie benefits you the most.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't happen in our league.
It doesn't.
No, it goes to bench points, I think.
What if they're tied in bench points?
Aaron has more points, so you need Sam to win, yeah.
All right, Sam, pull this off for me, homie.
Hear me
Wait,
out.
What? Oh.
If they draw,
Yeah, it goes to bench points.
What are their
but
actually?
then what if their bench points are tied?
Then
Wow.
they both get kicked out of the playoffs and the
Yeah, I don't know.
So their week 14 matchups are Aaron and Dan, and then Sam and Koenig. So
Or
All right, so you want me to bring up the standings? Let's look at the
I
standings.
think you play Sam.
Yeah, you just said
You play Sam. Sorry.
you said Aaron and Dan.
So one of these two teams
Shut up.
is going to be 8-5. Correct?
Yeah.
That is so
Guaranteed.
frustrating.
One of them will be 8-5.
One
Guaranteed.
of them is guaranteed to be 8-5. And then any of these teams could go up to 7-6.
So yeah, me, Rosen, and Trevor are playing. Are separate. None of us are playing each other, so we all have opportunities.
You guys
to
are all playing
all
one
have
of
opportunities to win.
one of these top three teams.
Yeah.
So these
you're right.
three are playing these three.
Yeah, your
So
top
then-
three teams have a chance to ruin some people's hopes and dreams.
So then there could be 4 teams at 7-6 after this week, fighting for that last playoff spot. Myself included. I mean, could be 5 teams at 7-6.
Yeah, so ideally 8 wins locks you in as long as you have points for.
I think
No,
8 locks you in
You're
regardless.
You're in it.
Just
Right.
based off ESPN, though, it says 99% for the 8 wins.
I think.
Just so that
yeah,
so it is
I
possible.
think-
but it's very
I think if any team with 6 wins,
Next week.
if
Next
any
week,
team
8 wins is guaranteed.
if any team who has 6 wins right now loses, the two 8 and 4 teams I think lock up their spots. If I'm looking at it correctly.
that makes sense.
Just no matter what, no matter what. Next week, if you have 8 wins,
You're in.
I think you're in.
Because
No,
No,
Yes.
theoretically no, because if
Because Leo could go 8-5, and then one of Sam or
it also depends on points, though, too. Like, there's a reason ESPN doesn't have us at 100% yet. Because there is, like...
yeah, because we're not in next week yet.
no, it would have you at 100% if you were able to get
Because
to the
hold on,
I'm saying next
I
week.
think theoretically, I think
But if I lost this
Yeah.
week, I would still be 8-5.
If you can still
and you would
lose
be
out
in
and
the
not make
playoffs.
the playoffs.
Gotcha, I understand what you're
100%
saying.
in the playoffs.
I should even so.
We got to look at what the last week's schedule looks like.
yeah, I think that is important to look at what last week's schedule looks like.
Because I play Rosen, so if we're both 7-6
You're gonna have big playoff implications.
going into next week,
I play
that
Drake,
could be
so
a-
I'm not...
that could be a matchup, like a last spot deciding matchup right there.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's probably possible that one 8-win team doesn't make it.
It's very
It's
possible.
probably
any team
unlikely.
doesn't make
I
it,
mean-
or make it.
I don't know if all
Probably
3 of
unlikely.
these 6-6 teams are going to win this week.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
all three 6-6 teams are playing the top 3 teams in the league and would have to win to really.
To make the 8.
Now, you can. I think there's going to be one team at 7-7 that gets in.
Because so let's say they all win. Yeah,
Let's go one by one, yeah.
that means this is 8-5, 8-5. If I win, I'm 8-5. If
You're
he
not
wins,
gonna,
he's 8-5. So then there's 5 teams at 8 wins. So then we would have to look at
Points for.
the next week, and then if,
Yeah,
for example, if 3 of these teams lose that are at 8 wins, and then Sam wins, or any of the 6-6 teams win on the last week, provided that they don't play each other, we could have 7 teams at 8 wins.
Well, Trevor and I play each other last week of the year.
So one of you two could finish at 8 wins,
Yes.
which is a guaranteed 6 people.
I'll
at
put
8.
money. We're going to have 5 teams above 8 wins or more, and then one team at 7-7 that sneaks in.
I think that's a very fair way to look at it because you are absolutely guaranteed to get one more team with 8 wins this week. So that'll put you at 4 teams with 8 wins guaranteed.
This is disgusting what we're doing.
This is awesome.
Hold on, where's the...
How could it not be in the mix for this?
It's top right on the screen you're on. That's what you're looking for.
The
You're in
fantasy store.
right now?
What do you think I'm looking for, big guy?
The bracket?
Oh, the top
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you're on the right screen.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
Nope,
Scroll
not on the
Scroll
not
up, scroll
on
up,
the dash.
scroll up, scroll up. Squirrel up.
You're on the right screen. You just got to go to the top of it.
Squirrel up, squirrel up, squirrel up. I think this is semi-irrelevant to look at because I don't think this is giving us
Yeah, I
a
don't
clear
think
enough
this-
picture.
It doesn't really matter.
So let's look at this. So then, for example, we could both be at 7-6. They could both be at 7-6. And then,
This bottom two games are important. The bottom two, you have two teams who are eliminated who can theoretically play spoilers depending on which team wins between Sam and Aaron this week.
yeah, I think
Hell, theoretically, depending on how things go, either Sam or Aaron could win this week, get to 8 wins, and still not make the playoffs
because they have the least points
because
for
of
it.
how few points for they have. And I think
don't think that's possible because
how many teams can get to 8 wins?
No, I think it's possible.
Is it
They
only-
can't have 7 teams get to 8 wins.
you don't think we can get 7 teams to 8 wins?
I think we can get 7 teams to
We
8
can
wins.
get 1,
I think
2,
it's more likely
4,
Because I guess
Josh can
if-
get there, Leo can get there.
8, 9. There's 9 teams that can get to 8 wins currently.
But some of them play each other, so so it's not possible.
So Trevor and I,
So let's look at it.
That's 8.
Rosen gets 8 wins if he wins this week.
Right,
If
I
he-
can
he
get to 8
plays-
wins.
You can get to 8 wins.
But if Rosen gets to 8 wins, that means
Go back to the
whoever
standings.
he
I'll look at who's playing this week. So I'm
Rosen's
curious.
playing James this week. So
Yeah, so it doesn't
Rosen
matter.
needs to beat James
Okay.
this week and then Leo next week.
Yeah, it doesn't
Rosen
matter.
for
So
sure
No one's gonna
can.
listen to this.
Rosen
We're in
get
such
there.
a fucking-
I for sure can. Nick
Trevor
for sure
can.
can. Hold on. Let's start from the top. James can. Nick can. Thomas can. I can.
Yep.
Sam
Josh.
and
Can.
Can.
Correct.
One of me and
Josh
Trevor
Rosen
cannot,
and Josh Caliendo both can.
So
but
can
one of
Trevor.
me and Trevor cannot. So that
So,
eliminates.
so we'll
one
say
person.
Trevor
Right.
cannot.
so can
And then
Flag.
one of Sam and Flag can.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Both of them can. Yeah,
So we
both
can
of them
have-
can.
So then we can have 8 teams at 8 wins
Yeah.
or more.
Unlikely, but it for sure could happen.
It's actually crazy to think about is that you could get 8 teams to 8 wins, and
And
it
2
could
of
just
them-
end up with being Sam and Aaron not getting in because of points for.
That would be the most picture perfect way to end
Yeah.
the regular season.
I
That'd
mean,
like,
2 weeks they could come back. Trevor has 20 points on Flag. Flag has 15 points on Sam.
I have
Yeah, that could
150
change.
and
That could
170
change
on them.
significantly in these last 2
And
weeks.
Rosen's only up by 40 on Trev.
It'll be
And
interesting.
next is Leo with 50 above that. So
Yeah, I am kicking ass on the points for people that are at my
good
record.
point.
But anyways, let's stop talking about this boring shit.
Yeah.
Dan, bring up
Let's
the
talk
good stuff.
I was going to say, let's bring up the part of the pod that Nick loves.
Nick's
I
lost a
won
lot of
last
money
week.
because of this.
wait, hold on. We didn't pick Flag and Sam.
Did we not?
did. Epic Sam.
Nick's
picked
the only
Sam.
one.
I picked Sam. You goofus.
And Leo, who'd you pick?
I didn't pick.
I didn't either.
Oh, so it was you two goobers.
I want to pick Flag. No. I want to pick Sam.
I'm gonna pick Flag.
Oh, thank you
picked
for
Sam.
avoiding the pod sweep. We needed that.
Actually, no, I should pick Flag. Seems better.
God damn it.
I'll go Flag. But I want Sam to win so that I can ruin his playoffs next week.
Okay.
Hell
You
yeah!
know, probably
I love
gonna
it. I
get 8 wins
support that,
anyway.
dude.
Hell
I'll
yeah!
pick Flag.
Cool. Let's talk about the actual fun stuff.
Come on, lock up, baby. Lock up, baby. Lock up. I got him locked. Bingo.
Locks of the week.
Lickety lick, lickety lick, lickety lick, and locks of the week. Looking at last
I'm
week,
such an
we got
idiot.
really, really bad.
I had it in the
Myself,
bag.
Leo, and Josh all lost. Nick
Nick
won.
Yeah,
I did it.
Looking at these standings, Leo's in first at 8-4 with $60.
Yep.
Josh and Nick both have $30, but Josh has another win, and you boys in one past bronze with 4-8
You got me by $1, Radford.
That's right.
and $2.
I'm really good at this betting thing. I
should
just
make
flew
it
too
better.
close to the sun last week. Icarus! Josh, start us off.
I am taking the Dolphins plus 3.5, minus 104. If you had just asked me off rip, I would have told you the Dolphins were favored in that game. So I'm pretty shocked that that they're giving them that. So I got Dolphins
What'd you say?
plus 3.5,
What's the odds?
minus 104.
It's a sucker bet.
It's a sucker bet. It is. It is a sucker bet. I will say that.
Yeah, I'll do the extra sucker bet. Dolphins money line plus 166.
They're sucker bets.
Sucker
We're gonna
bets.
feel like we're gonna be sitting here on Wednesday doing this podcast, going, "We should have known. Vegas knew better than us."
Niners have a really good defense.
They have a really good defense. It's like such an explosive offense versus a very talented defense. That's why I think it's going to be a good game.
And that's all I got to say about that.
I'm going to go for it here because I only got a couple weeks left to make some moves, and I'm going to take a parlayo. Seahawks minus 7.5, Chargers money line, and Bengals plus 2.5. About the plus 559. I'm just going to give myself the W ready. So.
Oh, spicy man!
How about all that?
It's sort of sending you at this point. Go ahead, man.
I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals minus 2.5 at minus 112. I think the Chiefs are going to blum it.
That'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, conflicting bets.
I was not listening at all for what your parlayo was.
I'm used to it. All right.
That's it, fellas.
All right.
Good
That's
luck
it,
this,
fellas.
good luck this
Only
week.
2 more weeks of these of the. Well, I guess we're doing playoffs.
No, we have
too, right?
playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
and
Playoffs.
yeah, different
Specials.
format. Yeah.
And then
We're gonna, do
we'll
Playoffs.
we're gonna do a New Year's special.
hanging dong.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
are we all hanging dog?
It's gonna be special.
We're gonna hang dong on New Year's, so tune in for that one, fellas. Anyways, thanks.
Dan, play us out.
for listening.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup.
Thank you for listening.
Bedtime.
For making it this far, and if you haven't, then I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, now I'm the asshole.